All right, so my number 6, you mentioned it in your honorable mentions, but it's Locke by Stephen
great
Knight.
movie.
Yes, oh man, dude. I mean, you would not think that a film in which a man is just driving in a car the entire time would be so engaging.
Right.
And I felt as though, so Ivan Locke is played by Tom Hardy. He's a dedicated family man. And in the beginning, it's the eve of like the biggest construction thing. And
biggest moment of his career.
In his career and all of like, what was it, London?
Yeah.
And so he makes this decision where he's not going to be there for it.
Right.
And he's like the head honcho. And so everyone is like, flipping their lids. They're like, what is going on? So whatever that thing, the reason that he's left the job site, and knowing how level-headed he is, it must be huge. And they reveal it pretty quick within
all
the
through
film.
Bluetooth phone calls.
Right.
And his face. He tells the whole story with his face.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable.
And as you watch it, it's just riveting because, it's all in the sleeves.
Yeah.
Like he starts rolling those sleeves up.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, like they're way up here.
Yeah.
But I just felt like as for filmmaking, it just shows that the key is having a great script, a good story. Actors, as you and I both know, like they're not just cattle that you move around. Like you actually need talented actors, and Tom Hardy once again proves that he is a very talented actor. I won't spoil the entire film for someone that hasn't seen it, but it was out in April, so at this point,
let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Okay, so the decision that he's making, instead of like going home for the night and then returning to work the next morning
for the big job,
he decides that he's gonna go to London because a woman that he got pregnant outside of his marriage is about to have the baby.
Right.
And so it's just amazing how for me it's like a caution tale for anyone that's thinking about cheating, because all of the emotions that you have to deal with.
Look what could come of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's talking to his sons.
Yeah.
But like that conversation when like you're talking to your son, but like you need to talk to your wife.
Right.
But you know that your son is gonna eventually find out.
Right.
So how do you keep
Some
your level and your calm?
emotion.
Like
oh
this
my
is
God.
just I'm like, what is going on? And then he's talking to the woman that's in the hospital.
Yeah.
The woman
about
is a little
to give birth.
Exactly. She's a little off.
Right.
He clearly doesn't care. Like love her,
right?
Which he repeatedly
Even
says.
though she tries to get him to say it a million times.
Exactly, and he's just like calm about it. Like, no, I don't love you. This is
this is the right thing to do. I need to be there for the birth of my son.
And then at the same time, like he's dealing with, which I think is hilarious. He's looking in the back window, his past, with his father. His father wasn't there for him, so that is why he's deciding he's gonna go to London because he wants to be there for this unborn child. And by the end of the film, like his everything that he's worked for is totally ripped apart. And I think he says something like that in the film where he's like, in this one night, like my whole life I have nothing. Because he can't go home. Like he doesn't have a house to go back to now that his wife knows. His kids are gonna hate him, all that kind of stuff. So it's just an amazing cautionary tale, but at the same time, like just as a filmmaker, like Stephen Knight as the director, that must have been extremely fun to like.
And the audacity to try that. I mean, that's like Hitchcock saying, "All right, Jimmy Stewart, you're going to be in one location the whole movie and look out this rear window." Like he's like, "Hey, Tom Hardy, you're going to sit in the driver's seat and you're going to have to carry the movie. Have fun with that." And he does.
Right.
It's just gutsy. That takes some guts. It's cojones right there, man. Totally.
Definitely. All right. So Locke was my number 6.